As an introvert and a people pleaser, I used to be so overwhelmed by the expectations and all the noise that you hear from extroverts and assertive business owners, right? They have a way of doing things that works for them, but it did not work for me. But I knew I wanted to have a business. So, what I had to do was I had to actually align with, radically accept, and then align with my superpower, right? My strengths. Everyone has them. But sometimes when you're introverted and you're not as loud as everybody else, you're a people pleaser, so you have a problem telling people no every now and then. You seem to overlook some of the strengths that you have. Like, I'm a great listener, I'm a great problem solver, and I connect authentically with people. So once I connected into that, I was able to build the business that I wanted, and the business that could sustain me. But today, I'm going to talk about the authentic self and how it's important and ways that you can align to that authentic self. So today, I will be giving 3 tips about embracing your authentic self for your life and in your business. Who am I? My name is Theron. I am your business journey strategist for your small business, and I help people who, similar to what I said in the intro, have a tendency to become overwhelmed because they have a quiet personality, a quiet persona, introverted, or the people pleasing qualities that happens to get in the way when you need to set boundaries and keep those boundaries so you can actually build and sustain your business. Let me tell you a little bit about my journey. Having a background as a hairstylist for over 18 years, I had difficulty finding any type of support that really spoke to someone who had a quiet nature, who really wasn't about the fanfare of it all, just wanted to just come in and do what I set out to do and build a clientele and have a sustainable business. Again, no real support. Everybody has the same tips. I was even told one time, just go out and grab somebody and bring them in. That didn't set well with me, and I didn't move. But what I had to do, what I had to, like, if I was going to take this serious, what I had to do was actually go through a radical acceptance, go through who I am bit by bit, and accept all the parts of myself. And what happened in turn is I began to appreciate my authentic self. I began to appreciate those strengths that I have. And the magic started to happen. I started attracting clients. I started building a business, despite the fact that I wasn't doing a lot of what was, you know, advised for me to do. So I am a walking billboard for it can work for you, despite the fact that you're not going to keep up with those extroverted, that energy. All right. Even if you do it for a short amount of time, you're going to fizzle out. So today I'm going to go over 3 tips that will help you embrace your authenticity, excuse me, and help you build brick by brick on top of, these tips can help you start building brick by brick so you can build your business and have a sustainable one. Tip 1 is self-awareness. And this means constantly, I don't care if it's once every 30 minutes, once every hour, constantly checking in with yourself, constantly checking in. How do you feel? Are you hungry? What do you need? Like, checking in on yourself the way you check in on other people. Do it often. If you're not used to doing it at all, try to get yourself to do it often. Like, leave yourself a little alarm or a little note so you can remember to check in with yourself. Don't be afraid. And also, so don't be afraid. This is another part of, tip 1 of slowing down before you make decisions. The people pleasing portion of this, it's hard to say no. You don't like people to be upset with you, or you don't want to seem like you're being the bad guy, whatever comes in your mind that makes you say yes when you need to say no, slow down. Just slow down so you can make an honest decision and give an honest answer. And yes, some of them will be uncomfortable, but that's okay. You can handle it because really on the other side of it, you're going to feel better. Trust me. And um, also with self awareness, be aware of the environment that you're in, the people that you have around. If you're building a business, what type of environment do you need to be in to be at your best for your customers, your clients, or your guests? Do you actually need someone to partner with someone, or you need an assistant where you all the hats are not on you to make it overwhelming? Maybe you can kind of ask for some assistance here and there. I know in the beginning it's hard to do that, but it's just about, like I said, the awareness. So even if you can't do something right now, with the awareness, you're able to start putting those things in motion as you strategize your business moving forward. Step two, boundaries. We all have heard the word boundaries. We know what it means. But when it comes to your life and your work or your business that you're trying to build, you still need that work life balance, and that boundaries are going to help you secure that. For me, the boundary that I had to have, it was my non-negotiable. I had to honor it. Was my hours of operations. I had to have a set hours of operation, just like any other business out here. You can't walk into Walmart and Target, whenever you feel like it. They have time when they open and they have a time when they close. And I had to do the same thing for my business because it's a service business. It is personable. People will call any time of day if you do not have that. And for me, it made me feel like I was never off. The balance was off. So have boundaries. When you go through these questions from self awareness, it starts coming up to what you need to be healthy. And you start now filling in the blanks for the boundaries that you need to honor for yourself and for your business. And then step three is your authentic branding. So you had your self awareness, and then you have your boundaries. And then that feeds into your authentic branding. And what you want your brand to actually show who you are authentically. It's not going to be too beneficial for you to hide and create masks the way you think that's going to work. That was a hard lesson to learn for me because I rather have been faceless in my social media. I rather just, put a email out there if I had to. But showing up your authentic self, you will be amazed how you will call in the right customer, the right client, the right guest for you. And it all comes to down to you will attract like-minded people in business. So the person that you are as a consumer and the person you build, the business that you build based off of how you would like to purchase whatever it is that you're selling, you're going to get people who are attracted to that same thing that you are, and you will call them in. But you have to show up to be able for them to know that you exist, and then you have to be authentic so it can weed out who doesn't really need to be around you or um, need to be a part of your business. So real quick, let me talk about the what I said, who you are as a consumer and who you are as a business person. Just a little bit more context into that. Because I've been around a lot of hairstylists or business owners, I get to observe. I love to observe. And I observe that who we are as consumers is going to come through as who we are as business owners, right? The more aligned that person is, the more you're going to draw in people just like that. The more disconnected that is, the more you're not going to have a fun time with building that business. Um, it's all linked. It's all linked. And so I got to watch that firsthand. So I just wanted to like put that out there. Like, yeah, who you are as a consumer plays a role in who you will be as a business owner. And that branding, if it's aligned with your authentic self, you will call in people that you want. You don't have to cherry pick. You don't have to get frustrated about this person or this group of people. Whatever. You just don't. You just, when you're authentic, it'll just call in the people that are supposed to be with you. All right. Just to recap, your superpower is your authenticity. You need to make a priority to talk to yourself and check in with yourself daily, multiple times a day. If you have to, schedule a meeting with yourself and to sit down and just go through these questions and ask yourself all the questions that you were asked a friend if you wanted to check in to see if they were okay. Be a friend to yourself. Ask those questions. Be honest with yourself. And then you'll start seeing how things start building up. Your boundaries will start showing up. Your branding will start showing up. So thank you for watching. Make sure you follow. Make sure you comment. Matter of fact, please comment and let me know how this resonates. And subscribe. Okay. So thank you again for watching. And I will be checking with you all soon. And take care.